In today's amazing episode, we're going to be dealing with a subject which I've touched on previously, which is the idle air control valve. Now, many of you have sent me messages saying that, listen, you've bought it from this place and you've bought it from that place and various spare shops, and then it lasts for like 2 months or 3 months, and then it starts acting up and giving funny idlings when you in the morning or in the afternoon. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to test each one of these idle control valves, depending upon how many makes there are. But once I've established exactly the different makes that you get, I'm going to test them all. This is the top brand idle air control valve, and I've bought it from a company called Goldwagen here in South Africa, in Cape Town. I'm going to install it according to the installation recommendations, which they give you a little note with it here, and they tell exactly how the idle air control valve works and also how you're supposed to install it. So I'm going to follow it step by step, and then we're going to see exactly if we're following the manufacturer or suppliers recommendations, if it's going to work and how long it's going to work. So I'm making a video about this because if there's any issues later on, then I want to be able to go back to them and say, listen, hey guys, this is what the problems are and this is how we did it. So let's get started. So step one, they say in the installation procedure, before installation, ensure that the key is out of the ignition. Here are the keys out of the ignition. I'll just leave them now there for now. Step two, remove the battery. Remove battery positive from the battery. Right now for step two, or step three, we've got to take off the old original idle air control. Off comes the old one. This is my old one, and we're going to put him one side for now. Okay, so this is the new valve, and there's the O-ring that goes with it. It goes on there like that. It'll fit on there. And then I've noticed that they're not the same length. So straight away, something's different. Right, this is the original one. This is the OEM one. So let's see if there's any other differences. Let's check the screws. What I see, they've given two different types of screws. And I hope you can see that. The diameter of this screw and that one, not the same. So guys, straight away we've got two differences, and this is just, I don't know why we've got two different sets of screws. I mean, that's not the same. It's not the same. Alright, so okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to use that screw, which I'm sure fits, but this one is definitely going to be too thick. You look at this, fits through the one side, and this one will definitely fit. So both fit through, but I know it's not going to go in because that's a much thicker diameter. Yeah, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit inside the housing. Okay, so we're going to forgive them for that for now. Let's do the next steps, which is we've cleaned it. Next step is to insert, obviously the same way that you took it out, just insert the control valve, and it just pops in straight like that. Screws. Seems like this screw is not turning in. Okay, you know what guys, I'm not going to use these screws. Something is off with those screws there, so I'm not going to use those. I'm going to use the old screws that we have here. They are the ones that work inside this housing, and they should have no effect on the actual working of the actual unit. But yeah, when you take something out of the packaging and there's already a problem with the screws and the size of the unit, then you know you're going to have some issues somewhere along the line. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to do it my way and see if we can get this thing to work. Guys, the next step is, let's see, the next step is reconnect the battery, secure part with the supplied screws which don't work, reconnect the battery, start vehicle. The vehicle will probably idle high, switch the vehicle off, and then restart the vehicle. That's what I'm going to do now. Give the throttle a tap. Idling will stabilize to about 800 revs per minute. Okay. So number one, let's make sure that our plug is back in. There you go. And we're going to put the battery back. Alright, now I'm going to start it up. I'm going to start up the vehicle and we're going to see exactly what's going to happen now. I'm just going to take this away. And remember, we're going to start it up and it will idle high. And we have to switch the vehicle off and then restart. Okay, as you can hear, definitely idling high. Switch the vehicle off. Restart. Let's give it a few tap of the throttle. So far it seems to be working according to what they've said. Obviously I'm going to take it for a drive and we're going to see what happens. And I'm going to drive it for the day and then I'm going to make a final video later on. Let's just see if it restarts. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take the drive and let's do the final conclusion video at the end. What I've always also done, guys, is I've just reset the counter clock, and there you can see we're at 393,329 kilometers. So this is now for the air idle control valve that we've installed, the top Topran one from Goldwagen, and we're going to see how many kilometers we're going to get out of it without any issues. Okay, it's been a couple of days now, and I've been making sure that everything's going well, and so far it's all good. Our unit is still working, no problems, no issues. So thus far all good. So let's just see the kilometers. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're at 393,000. We've done 214 kilometers at the moment. So I'm going to keep you updated as we go along. If there's any problems or any changes, I'm going to let you know when it happens and what the problems are. Okay, thank you for watching the video, and please remember to like, share and subscribe on my YouTube channel. And I hope to see you in the next video, and until then, have a good one, guys.